Here we go. We're going to explore the world of truly what does it mean to do isometrics with purpose, and how can that help you? So first of all, I'm going to start with my little bar here. And one of the best ways that you can accomplish isometrics is with your little bands. And you may be confused because you're like, I thought isometrics was just contracting. And one of the things that will help you the most to understand this principle that we're going to explore today is this little button. I picked it up at a training seminar one time. This one right here, you can't see it because it's all backwards, but it's called Squeeze the Quarter. And I can't hear you laughing, but I hope you're laughing. It's a button that I actually used to wear to class. And what do I mean by that? When you stand here and you just squeeze the quarter, right where the sun don't shine, you are doing isometrics, okay? Now, we're going to start out with our biggest muscles, our butt muscle and our leg muscles. And we're going to start out, and I am going to be sitting down a lot of times, but you can do any of these things. Anytime you want to stand up, you stand up. But I'm going to start with dropping my shoulders. And I'm going to start with some of the biggest muscles in the body, which is our butt muscles. Yeah, those are called gluteals or gluteal muscles, okay? The gluteus maximus, minimus, minimus medius. It's a big set of muscles. And why are these so big? Well, it gives you something to sit on. But seriously, they're so big because they have to move some big joints. They have to move some big bones. So what am I doing right now? You may have stepped up on your little pad, and I'd like to have something solid in front of me. So you could do this at your counter, your kitchen counter, a bed, a couch, something that chair. So whenever I put my hands on here, I drop my shoulders, I tighten my tummy. And then my toes are right here on the edge, and I'm dropping my heels. But guess what's tight? I know it. And some of you are thinking so much about what to do with your shoulders. Am I breathing? Am I dropping my heels? That you totally forget what you're doing with the biggest muscles in your body, your gluteals. So right now, my shoulders are down. I'm breathing through my nose, but I'm squeezing the quarter. And that's literally as easy a cueing as I can make it for you. Now I'm dropping my heels a little, but mostly I'm squeezing the quarter. Now, if you squeeze too hard, see, I'm stretching a little on my heels. I don't have them dropped really hard. I'm getting a little stretch. Now I can move my toes back and stretch the heels so that they're actually touching the floor. And this is a 2-inch drop. Okay, now if you adjusted yourself just like that, I'm going to have to tell you again because you probably let go. I want you to squeeze the quarter. And when you squeeze the quarter, yeah, it means exactly that. And if you can't figure out how to do that, I really am going to admonish you to get a quarter and stick it back there and don't let it fall. And I hope you're laughing, but I'm telling you, some of the simplest things we could be doing every single day to keep hold of our muscles, we just don't do. So this is a class today to help highlight those things, those very simple things called isometrics, which means your muscle is contracting without really moving. Okay, so I'm letting my heels hang. and I'm squeezing the quarter, and I'm trying to talk you through this so you don't let it go, and you really need to get to where you can squeeze it a good, keep it tight, a good 15 to 30 seconds, and then release it, and then step off. See that? And then change, just like that. And then change. And see, I'm just pushing down on my chair, but my shoulders are down. Then I'm going to come right up here, and I'm going to arch my back. But I'm not going to squeeze the gluteal. I'm going to release it, because this is one of the biggest reasons to release your gluteals is you're trying to open this. These get so tight because we seriously walk around like this. If you walked around like this most of the day, especially with your chin up like this, if that's how you function, that's how your form is going to be that way. Okay, so change your form and you'll change your function. And how do you do that? You release and you push your hips forward and you drop your chin and you let a nice gentle hyperextension happen so that it opens up the pathways in your back that is all connected in through your hip, your pelvic floor. Everything is connected to this kind of a move. Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders. So this is a tutorial. This whole class today will be a tutorial on what if I got hit by a Mack truck and I'm in the bed and I'm casted all the way up. Well, guess what you could do, even if you're in a cast. So right now, I want you to start tightening in on your gluteal. Right now, your tummy is braced. That's a given. Your tummy is braced. Tighten in the gluteals. Now drop those heels back. And you're dropping your heels now. So now you do have a stretch on the calf. But this right here, the biggest muscles in your body are in isometrics, and you're tightening. Yeah, you're squeezing the quarter. Drop your shoulders, take a breath. Now, while you're doing this, slowly turn your head. Don't tilt the head. A lot of people, the minute I tell them to turn their head, they go like this. That's tilting. There's whole studies on head tilters and the likelihood that they have some disorders in their neck and in their upper back. Yeah, it's astounding. So drop your shoulders, drop your chin, brace gently, breath through the nose, blow up your diaphragm, squeeze the gluteals or squeeze the quarter. Just pretend you got a quarter back there and you cannot let it drop. Then I want you to turn your chin as far as you can. Don't head tilt. Turn your chin. If you have to, take a finger right on the side of your chin. Put your teeth together and just get that chin turning over to the top of the shoulder as best as you can. Squeeze the quarter. I know it. You let it go. Squeeze it. Don't squeeze it don't clench so hard that you elicit a cramp, but you want to squeeze the quarter, okay? And why is this so important? There's a lot of people. Okay, release the knees, step back up, and we're going to go the other way. Now we're just going to stand normal on that little pad. We're going to take a breath, drop our shoulders, really push that chin back. Squeeze the quarter right here while you're standing. Squeeze the quarter. Turn the chin. Don't tilt. Turn the chin. Keep your teeth together. Big breath. Squeeze the quarter. Big breath. Squeeze the quarter. Big breath. Squeeze the quarter. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Push. Squeeze. Push. Squeeze. Push. Release and come back. Yeah, right here. Let me go back to how I was explaining this. A lot of people have what's called gluteal amnesia. How does this happen? Well, you know how muscles go to sleep? A lot of times we're sitting so much on our gluteals that we don't realize they're going to sleep. Okay? Now I'm going to sit in my little chair here. Okay? Drop my shoulders. I got my little band. Okay? This is about a foot long. Most of them are about 10 inches. This is about 2 inches more. So one of the best ways to get isometrics going in your shoulders and in your arms is with a band. And we're going to do it with our legs too here in just a minute. But here's what you have to hear. So we're doing minimal movement, but we're contracting our muscles. So if I'm sitting here, I'm going to put my feet in this little squishy pad. I'm going to open my hip a little bit. If I open my hip, I have to contract, but I'm not really moving anything. I'm just contracting here. So by contracting here, I am sitting on my gluteals. So they're not in contraction. It's very hard. Now you can contract them, and what we're going to. But right now, just loosen up, open back, drop your shoulders. And here's the thing. Put your hands, open palm, see? Thumbs are up, right here. Drop your shoulders, open back a little. So there goes the tightness of the tummy. And now I want you to squeeze the quarter. Yeah, you can. So right here, open. Keep it taut. Right here, drop your shoulders. And you're just keeping it taut. You're not really pulling anything. You're just contracting a muscle against this band. You're not moving it anywhere, okay? Breath, open, just right here. Drop your shoulders. Now squeeze the gluteals. It'll make you lift about half an inch to an inch. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Tighten, 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 tighten. Yes, yes, take a breath. See, I'm holding this. Drop your shoulders, breath. Squeeze the quarter. Even though you're sitting down, it's hard to do. Squeeze it. Take a breath. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. 5. Hang on. 4. Breath. 3. Squeeze the quarter. 2. 1. Release. But don't roll your shoulders forward. You know how you want to do? You want to go, ah. Don't do that. Drop your shoulders, open back. That's all I want you to do. Release everything else. See, release here, but keep open. Release the butt, but keep open. See, I'm not pressing against the band. I'm not worried about it. That's how you rest, okay? Now, how do you do this to really make a difference? If you're sitting here and you're pulling a wide here and your shoulders are down, your shoulder blades are squeezing, and if you have osteoporosis, this is a go-to move. This is a foundational move to help you keep your muscles and bones in your upper body. My shoulders are down. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together while I'm pushing my hands apart. Right here, I feel the pressure in my pectorals, my chest muscle, everything. Then I'm going to open. As soon as I open, I'm going to squeeze the butt now. Squeeze the butt. You should lift at least a ½ inch. Some of you might even lift more than that. Take a breath. You're pulling. Squeeze. Squeeze. Stay open. Take a breath. Take a breath. Squeeze. Squeeze. Hang on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, but don't roll the shoulders. I know. Don't roll them. Okay? Now I'm going to take this And I'm going to loop it over my foot. See? I'm going to bring it right up here to right above my knee. See that? Then I'm going to take this one and step in. You can step in lower if you want to. That's easier. Just step into it and bring it up around above your knees. Okie dokie. Right there. Now, everybody thinks this has to be so hard. It doesn't. In order to really make a difference. So here's the deal. This is also working part of your gluteal muscle. And we're not going to do endless repetitions. We're holding. We're in holding patterns. When you're talking about isometrics, you got to learn how to hold. And when you're holding, you got to learn how to breathe. Okay? So, see if I go like this, see how my knees cave? My feet are on the outside of this pad. See that? Drop your shoulders, open back. Why is this important? Because it makes you contract in your abdominals. You can get stronger in your abdominals just by doing that when you're sitting around. What if we did that if you go to church a lot? That's a ready-made workout for you. Plus you won't go to sleep. Take a breath. I know. Okay, are you ready? Number one, this little band is in place. If I release totally all my muscles, my knees go in like this, right? So we're going to drop our shoulders. We're going to breathe in through the nose. I'm going to open until I feel this working, contracting isometrically. It's holding. See that? Now, I'm going to take another big breath. I'm going to open the knees against this band, but I'm opened back. Okay, now here's the clincher. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, open the knees. You're not doing repetitions, you're just holding it open. Now squeeze the gluteals. Squeeze them right here. Keep these open. Keep the shoulders down, chin is tucked. Breathing, and I'm using my diaphragm. So I'm going to breathe using my diaphragm right here. See? See, see, see? So I'm going over these as something that I know that I'm going to have to be doing because they don't want me lifting. If you're going to have certain operations, they'll say, don't lift over 5 pounds. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not doing as much as I should, but I'm lifting like, 15 to 30 to 40 pounds on a regular basis. Keep open. See, keep open. I'm not doing repetitions. I'm just opening. Open here. Take a breath. Big breath. Drop your shoulders. Yeah, squeeze the butt. Squeeze the quarter. Yeah, stay open. Stay with me. Stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you release, but don't round the shoulders. Okie dokie. That's how you do isometrics to benefit and to wake up your gluteals, some of the biggest muscles in your body. Okie dokie. Now, I'm gonna go target some of the other large muscles, which is your lats. It's what makes the shape of the back into the shoulders. And again, you can do it with lots of repetitions. You can do it with lifting heavy things. That creates a lot of pressure in the abdominal cavities, okay? When you're trying to heal, then you can't do that. So what are we going to do instead? We're going to come right here. We're going to take a big breath and breathe out. Breathe in through the nose if you can. Breathe out through the nose if possible. But always, if you have a air hunger, of course, open your mouth and breathe and just keep trying to make it so you don't have such a bad habit of breathing through your mouth. Why is that so important? Because deep breathing affects your brain. It affects your mood. It affects how you metabolize food. Breathe through your nose. Keep your mouth shut. The only thing you have to remember is just shut my mouth. That's it. You're going to get air in there somehow. And then if you can do it without raising your shoulders, if you can do it by blowing up your diaphragm and then push and push, that's how deep breathing happens. Okay, you ready? So on this one, I'm just gonna push down like this. See, I'm gonna lean in. See how I'm leaning in? I got my elbow on one side. I'm gonna bring the arm off of the, so at first, when you get in position, put your elbow right above the knee. See that? Drop your chin. Yes. Then you're gonna punch down. See like that? And this is just gonna hold. See that? See how I'm pulling it back? And I'm hip hinged. And then I can do anything I want to. I can come out of the hip hinge. I can go deep in the hip hinge, but this holds. See how I'm punching down and I'm really got my elbow in tight and I'm holding. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders, tighten your tummy, then come up out of that, but keep this holding, keep this back there. So both shoulders are doing an isometric, a form of an isometric, okay? I'm not lifting heavy weights. I'm holding with a contraction. And in order to get in that contraction for your chest, your whole shoulder girdle, and one of the biggest muscles in the body, which is the lats. Okay, now we're gonna add the gluteal. Are you ready? Yeah, so even sitting. So here I am right here. Take a breath. Now squeeze the quarter. Just squeeze. And you should have lifted a little bit. Squeeze, keep squeezing, hold it. Hold it. Take a breath. Take a breath. Drop your shoulder. Squeeze that elbow in. Take a breath. Squeeze the quarter. Squeeze the quarter. 5, 4, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. I know. You thought that was going to be too easy, didn't you? Isometrics is very difficult. And it went through a lot of research when they were learning. All the scientists on anatomy and physiology applied, kinesiology, which is just the study of muscles and movement and bones. That's what kinesiology is. They learned a lot about isometrics. It used to be a standard form of training, and then they went to isotonics. So we can use all of that information and get best practices to keep our muscles, to keep our bones. Okay, I had this arm back first, but before we do that, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna lean in. I'm not gonna leave this. I got my elbows on the inside. See, they're up on top. My forearms are on the inside. I'm gonna push and look over my shoulder. See that? Then I'm gonna come to center. Then I'm gonna push against the knee and look over my shoulder. Push hard until you feel the groin stretching. You should be feeling it right now. Feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Yes, take a breath. Then come to center. Okay, take that little break and do that. That's a very beneficial break. Then you come back up, and now I'm going to take this hand, punch down, drop my shoulders. See, a lot of people will punch down, and their shoulder blade is totally away from their back. You're asking to have a little discomfort or injury in your shoulder. Drop your shoulders. Yes. Tuck my chin. Yes. Breathe through my nose. Yes. Grab that. Punch down with my shoulder down. I'm punching down. I'm punching with a fist. Okay. My elbow is right here. See? And then I'm going to pull back. And I'm going to hang out here with that elbow tucked in. I'm tucking that elbow in, tucking it in, tucking it in, dropping my shoulder. Take a breath. Take a breath. Now squeeze the quarter. Yes, squeeze the quarter. Yes. Take a breath through the nose. tuck in, drop your shoulder, breath again, breath again, breath again, breath again. Squeeze that elbow in, drop your shoulder, squeeze the quarter, squeeze the quarter, squeeze the quarter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Woo! So when you clench your fist, that is an isometric. Squeeze the quarter in the gluteal muscles. That is an isometric. Then if I go like this, and I'm making this muscle contract, see how I'm just holding it right here? I'm just holding it so it's tight, and then I can go to a toe point. So that's kind of what we do, a cross between a isometric, isotonic when we do calf lifts. So we're going to hold them today. Okay? So take a big breath. Take a big breath. Okay. Thought I had a message that I had to respond to, but I did not. Okay. So here I am by the chair. I'm going to just take my little pad right here. Okay. I'll do it this way so you'll see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So, seriously, one of the best ways you can help yourself have better leg function, better contractibility is going from a flat foot to a heel raise. But a lot of you do nothing with the gluteal. So what happens is you go up here and you're tightening on the calf, but this is just like waving to everybody. So what I want you to do is tighten and squeeze the quarter. Drop your shoulders. You're coming way up into the toe box and you're squeezing the quarter. Dropping your shoulders. Now go down, keep your gluteals tight. Don't release, don't release, don't release. Touch that heel down. Drop your shoulders. Here we go. We're going to come up, 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 up. Keep my tummy tight and squeeze the quarter while I'm up in that calf squeeze position. And see, I'm not going fast. And I'm holding at the top with the calf. Okay, so right now, release the gluteals. They will get fatigued, by the way. They'll start shaking on you. Drop your shoulders. Tighten the tummy. Go up into the toe box. Just a little. Don't go all the way up. Just a little. Just a little. Just a little. And just hold it there. And just do little, I call it idling. See how I'm just idling? I'm just doing tiny little squeezes. And I'm squeezing the gluteals. So squeeze the quarter right here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Right there. Breath, breath, breath. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Yes. And release and go all the way down. Okay? So this thing called isometrics, this is what we're exploring today. We're going to do one more right here. Okay, these are very effective. So you're stretching out that calf. Then you can go all the way up. And then I want you to come down halfway. See, just halfway. So you're still engaged in the calf. Now I want you to squeeze the gluteals. Specifically. Drop your shoulders and just idle right here. Tight tummy. Squeeze the gluteals. Squeeze the gluteals. Squeeze the gluteal. It's just act like you got a quarter in there and you don't want to lose it. Okay, drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your heels down, just like that. Yeah, just like that. And then come back and then come back. Okay? Now turn this chair around. And we did isometric holds on our calves. And we're doing on our gluteals, almost everything. So what I want you to do now is go ahead and take your little pad, put it at your chair, okay? There are those of us who have had messed up shoulders, okay? When I put the pad down and I sit on it, I want you to let that be a signal that you are going to squeeze the quarter, okay? Too many times we sit down for hours on our big old butt muscles and they go to sleep. They have amnesia. You don't even know how to contract them. That's the sad thing, okay? So when I'm sitting here and I can swing my legs because I want to contract my quad, I'm going to squeeze the gluteal. So if you are a fun-sized person, okay, get where you're comfortable. Everybody's leg length is different. I'm going to come out just a little bit. If you want to lean against that, that's one thing, but don't round. Okay, so drop my shoulders, and there we go again. Open a little so that I am engaged. See, if I do that from here, I'm not going to engage. Drop your shoulders, take a big breath, open, tighten, okay? Then I'm going to bring my knee up. See, it's free swinging, and I'm just going to hold this right here. But what I'm going to do is gluteal squeezes. So this is right here, holding. So I moved in isotonic way to get it here. But now don't lock the knee, but squeeze here. And now you can do point flexes just to keep blood moving. But this is taunt, okay? And I'm squeezing the gluteal, and you should have risen about an inch. So squeeze, take a big breath. It's a point flex. It's a point flex. It's a point flex. Yep. A point flex. Drop your shoulders. Take breaths. Tight tummy. Yep. This right here should be getting really tight. Squeeze the quarter. Squeeze the quarter. Squeeze. Okay, release and release. That should have got your attention. I know. Okay, adjust whatever you need to make sure it's going to work well for you. So, starting at the top of the head, you got to tuck your chin. You cannot do all this work in a seated position and be junting your chin out. You cannot do that. Okay, take a breath. Chin gets tucked, ears are over the shoulders, open back, tighten, because when you open back, you are going to tighten. Drop your shoulders, lift the knee a little, extend, but don't lock, and just hang out here. You don't have to move your foot, just hold it right here. This should be working. Okay, rib cage up. Take a breath. Now squeeze the gluteals. I know. Squeeze the gluteal. Hold this leg here. Squeeze the gluteal. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. To keep it here, just keep it right here. You can point flex, but you're not moving at the knee. See? It's an isometric hold. Right here. Take a breath. Take a breath. Squeeze the quarter. Squeeze the quarter. Squeeze the quarter, breath. Squeeze the quarter, breath. And release. And come in. I know it. Okay, right here. I'm going to hip hinge. I'm going to come up. Breath. Okay. Now, I'm going to invite you to do some isometric holds, but we're going to get in position with some hand weights. So you can use light weights. It can be 3, it could be 2, it could be 4, it could be 6. I usually do 6. I'm going to do 4 pounds because I have 4 pounds here. If I didn't have them here, I would just use 3. Okay, just like what you have. All right. So I have my little 4-pound weights. Could be 3, could be 5, okay? And I'm going to just take a stance, and I'm just going to hang out here. So some people would argue that if you're standing or walking, that you're doing isometrics, which isotonics, because you're moving. It's a bunch of levers. It's just a bunch of levers is how we walk, right? But I'm going to be in the middle of a step, and I'm going to be in an isometric hold with my arms. So I'm going to go back to what we just did. It's amazing to me. The therapy that I've had before is such little weight, and what a profound effect it had on my shoulders. So what am I doing? I'm doing a stance that is going to make me have an isometric type hold on these big old muscles in my legs and my gluteal. So what is it? It's a split stance. See that? I'm not being on one leg or the other. I have my lighter weights, and I'm going to just act like I'm going to take a step, rib cage up. See that? Squeeze the quarter, push these back, and then pull them in and hold them. That's it. Just hold them right there. So I'm making the back arm muscles in this positional move is using isometrics. I'm holding against a weight. It's not moving the weight, it's holding it. And if you have to have limited movement, you can make your muscles come back by contracting them and just holding them. How are you squeezing your quarter? You gotta squeeze the quarter. Take a breath, squeeze the quarter, shoulders are down. Just hang out here, just hang out here, hang out here, breath, 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 breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them right back in here. Come right back here. See, I didn't come out of it quickly. And then I switch. So now I'm going to act like I'm going to walk. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to act like I'm going to take a step. About like that. Okay? Take a big deep breath. This time I'm going to turn my palms up. I'm going to come right up here. And it's going to kick you a little. So I'm warning you, don't get in bad postural alignment. What do I mean by that? I'm acting like I'm going to take a step, correct? My tummy has to be braced. I'm not going to take a step, but I'm going to tighten my gluteal like I'm squeezing the quarter. I'm going to drop my shoulders again, and then I'm going to bring my hands up as if I was doing a curl. Then I'm going to come back out, and I'm going to keep my elbows pretty close to the body, and I'm just going to hang out here, just like this. Take a big deep breath. Tighten your tummy. Take a breath. Tighten your tummy. Take a breath through the nose. Drop your shoulders. Tighten the quarter. Squeeze. Squeeze the quarter. Breath, 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 breath. 5, 4, drop your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and bring them down. This was only 4 pounds, okay? So this is tight, but I'm not really lifting, okay? But you can sure feel the pull on your muscles, correct? That's what I'm wanting. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the sit down, okay? And let's say you had to be off your feet. And, you know, probably with your feet up, all that kind of stuff. I'll get to that. Okay, I'm gonna sit on my little pad. See that? Here's my little bar. See that? Make sure nothing's up over that you're gonna hit. That's number 2 or 3. And then put this bar right down behind your back. Okay, just like that. See? And then open back just a little bit. So you need to be touching the back of your head, squeeze in between the shoulders, and then it goes right down to the coccyx, and you open back. See that? And I'm going to hold on here. Take a big deep breath. Squeeze the quarter. Squeeze the quarter, squeeze the quarter, squeeze the quarter, squeeze the quarter. Breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Here we go. Other leg. Keep that bar right there. Big breath. Bring the knee up. All the way out. Now squeeze the quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Big breath, big breath, big breath. And bring it back down and bring it back down. So that is a postural lineup, seated. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the pad because we're going to do a hold. So I'm right here. I'm dropping my shoulders. I'm squeezing the quarter right now. Okay, release. Squeeze the quarter. Release. I want you to see how big that muscle is. Okay? Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Lean back. Keep your elbows in. Don't do this if you're flaring your elbows. Pull the elbows in. Lean back. Rib cage up. Okay? Squeeze the quarter. And press down on the palms of your hand, the heel of your hand. Squeeze the quarter. Drop your shoulder. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath. Breath. Drop your shoulders. Squeeze the quarter. Squeeze. Squeeze. Yes, yes, yes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Don't roll your shoulders. Don't roll them. Right down that like that. Okay, coming on in now. Let's finish up heading toward the end of this isometric workout using a simple pad. Could you use a ball? Absolutely. If you use too stiff of a ball, that's not going to work. A basketball is not good to do with this. A softer, squishy ball, the pad is perfectly fine. It's 2 inches. It's right here. I'm going to go heel and toe. So this is an isotonic. I'm action. I'm moving some muscles, ligaments, tendons over joints. See, I'm not doing them together. I'm going 1, 2, squeeze, and then 3, 4, squeeze. See that? So hold it in there on your heels. Squeeze the knees together so hard that you're trying to indent. Okay, while you're squeezing that, take a breath. You gotta squeeze the quarter again. This is hard. So squeeze the quarter. Hang on. And what I want you to eventually do is get to where you can do 3 15 to 30 second holds while you're pushing in here and you're squeezing the quarter with your gluteal. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Squeeze hard and squeeze the quarter. Breath. Breath. And you could put a clock up. You could look, I'm guesstimating, of course. Kathy's counting, of course. Push your knees in. Squeeze the quarter. Breath. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Yeah, just like that. So that is my foray. I've done isometrics with you guys before into isometric work. Now, if you had to be laying down with your knees up or your feet up or whatever, you could go through every muscle and squeeze it, squeeze it. Do this, do this. Try to raise your arm and push down. That's an isometric. You're trying to pull up, you're trying to push down. Okay, and if you just go through that, when you're having to sit long periods of time, that type of thing done on every muscle, especially your arms and legs, just get up against like a chair, like this. See this? And just press in to the wall. Just press into the wall. Make your muscles fire. Do it on the other side. You just press into the wall. That's going to stimulate these muscles. See how I got? Let's pretend this is the wall. And I'm just going to push in. See how I'm just pushing against that pillar? It's making these fire. Yeah. So, lots of different exercises are a cross between isometric and isotonic. And so that's how you get strength work done and you don't lose your muscles when you can't really, when you're not supposed to be lifting a lot. You know, I'll try to keep that in mind. It really did hurt me more than you. Okay. Anyway, that's isometrics, y'all. Okay.